This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
He breaks a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll let one go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean,
fires into traffic, intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A run for the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
Michigan 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. He gets so close to punching it in, and you could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? 1st and goal from the 2. This offense will take it.
He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll take it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they're going to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quarterback will keep it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Just plowing down the field. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's ball. Running toward the tape. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Lizzie.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll let it go down the right side. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Now, that was a blitz for the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, NC. In other schools around the country, Slippery Road 45, Tiffin University 30.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Clear. Unlock. Cricket.
Running behind that left side. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Rolling. Check.
Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, Penn State 7.
Ready up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Read up. Jackrabbit. Go.
He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Got it.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Razor.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. Bounced off his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Get set, get set.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education and defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll just keep slinging it. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge.
Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
This is a 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pirouettes through. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Moving away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
How about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Touch pass on the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
37. And that's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6.